like it wouldn't start. It kept like trying to start or acting like it was going to start, but didn't start. Can y'all hear me? First of all, can y'all hear me? That's what I need to know first and foremost. T carry right, V to B. Omar, what's good? What's good? How y'all feeling? Can y'all hear me clear? Because I had to switch to the other device because one of them wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. Is it doing what it's supposed to do now? Revo the Pro. Can y'all hear? Is it clear? Is it good? We can hear you. All right, let's go. Yeah. Word. Yeah. Ain't tricking if you got it. What up, y'all? Hold on, you know what? This thing is throwing me all off, but let's get into it. get it popping, man. Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is daily. It's the daily go get mism show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it is? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking all fast lane, no coasting, and everything is going to be all right. They say it ain't tricking if you got it. Is that right? Is that right? They say it ain't tricking if you got it. It ain't tricking if you got it. Is that true? Is it? Is it? Well, I don't know. Let's get into it. What are we really talking about tonight? What we're really talking about tonight is how you act when you got a little bit of money. How you act when you get a couple of dollars on you. You know? Like, you know how it is. Some people get a couple of dollars and it starts burning through their pockets. It's so hot that their hand can't hold it. They got to get rid of it. They dropping it like hot potatoes. Hey. But I remember when T.I. said, it ain't tricking if you got it. And I remember when he said that, I thought to myself like, it ain't tricking if you got it. I thought that's when it's tricking for real, when you got it. It ain't tricking if you ain't got it. Because you ain't tricking. But if you got it, oh yeah. You tricking for sure. You tricking for sure. What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling, man? Thanks for bearing with me. I don't know what was going on with the technical difficulties up at the top of the show, but I'm just glad to be back here. You know, everything is going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right. I need to hear this audio, though, because, you know, when I'm using this other device, I remember one time when I used this device, the sound, the audio wasn't like crystal clear, and I don't really like that. You know, when I'm using this wireless mic and all this kind of stuff. I just want to make sure that everything is all right. So if I start sounding choppy or whatever, just let me know, and I'll eliminate it. You know what I mean? I hope it doesn't come down to that. But if it does, you know, I'm not going to be up here with y'all struggling to hear me speak or having my audio be distorted in any way. You said the audio is a little messed up. Okay, that's all I needed to hear. That's all I needed to hear. But then this going to do. I bet it won't be messed up now. I bet it's good now. Huh? So you know that this microphone may not be compatible with this device because this is an older phone. It's a good phone otherwise, but it's an LG, and you know LG discontinued. They discontinued making phones like 3 years ago. So it's a lot more clear now. All right, that's what's up. Emmanuel, what was it? From last night. Emmanuel says, if my bone is sticking out of my leg, is that okay? As long as it don't hurt. Yeah, it should be fine. I mean, bones stick out of legs all the time. Just ask any accident victim. So it ain't tricking if you got it. It ain't tricking if you got it. We're really talking about the way that you handle money. The way that you handle money when it comes through your hands. You know, if you had a windfall, if you come into a bunch of money, or you finally gotten yourself together, business is going well for you. You've had some luck. You've been working hard and it's starting to pay off or whatever. I mean, that's a great thing. But we want to talk about how you handle the situation when you go from rags to riches. And you know, some people don't really score riches, but when they get a little bit of money, okay, I'm gonna tell you like this. I knew this one dude when I was doing comedy. This one dude that I knew, he scored a role. He scored a role in a popular movie. It wasn't like a first run movie, but maybe some of y'all can figure out what happened with him. All right. So the dude who made this movie was a very, very popular rap artist who had his own record company. And he was a big entrepreneur. He was making movies at the time. Can y'all figure it out? Think about it. He was a big rapper at the time, late 90s, early 2000s. He was large. He put a lot of rappers on. He had his own rap record label, and he was an entrepreneur. He sold everything. He was selling everything. Anyway, so he made this movie, and Tupac was not an entrepreneur. Neither was Eazy-E. I don't remember them selling anything except for records. And Tupac definitely didn't own his own label. Run DMC. Anyway, so this comedian that I knew scored a role in this guy's movie. And it was a speaking role, you know, and he got about 30 grand, let's say 35 grand he got from this movie. Now, I don't think this dude was dirt poor, but he treated this $35,000 like it was all the money in the world. He was working the shit out of this $35,000. He was doing it way, way big. You talking about some Drake. It wasn't no Drake in the late 90s, early 2000s. There was no Drake. Yo, what I'm going to need you to do is stop spamming, Emmanuel. Stop spamming now. Yo, do not make me put you out of here. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, but I'll do it. Stop it. All right. You asked for it. You got it, Toyota. I mean, listen, man. I was trying to let you live, dog. I was trying to let you live. You want to be a dickhead. All right. So, Jen, you got it. You got it. It was a Master P movie, and he scored a role in the Master P movie. I'm not going to say which movie it was, but it was a Master P movie. And, yo, he had Master P's number. So he's all around the hood. Like, yo, man, Master P, that's my man. You know what I mean? He put me in the movie. Look, I got the movie. And because at this time, you know, it was still DVD selling and shit like that. So, hey, look, I got the DVD. Look, this is my part. I'm in the movie. And he was calling Master P. Like, yo, I call Master P right now. Look, let me dial him up. He was calling Master P. You know, P had to be like, why did I give this? Why I can imagine Master P be like, what you want? I should have gave this nigga my number. Stop calling me for dumb shit. Lose my number, dummy. You probably blocked him. But yeah. So I'm telling that story to show that even though it might not be a lot of money, for him, it was a lot of money in a lump sum, and maybe he was down for a while, and so that was good money for him. I wasn't mad at him because it was crazy. It was a crazy situation. So when you have a lump sum of money, because back in, I don't know, when was this? This is probably around 2000 and I want to say it was about 2000. This wasn't really the early 2000s. This was probably around 2008, 2009, something like that. And yeah. So let's say $35,000. That might be a year's salary for somebody, especially back then. So having that much money on hand, like over the course of a year, it's not doing nothing. It's not doing a whole lot. But at one time, holding that much money at one time for him, it was a big deal. So he was tricking. Yeah, I mean tricking. Like, you know, he tricking. He act like he buying out the bar. I was like, this 35,000 is gonna go so fast. It's gonna go so fast that it's gonna be ridiculous. My man, Gorilla God King. South Africa is in the house. So wait till is in the house. Johannesburg is in the house. What's going on? My brother is in the house. Gave me a super chat. Yo, what's up with that? Yo, I appreciate you every day. You know that. And it's going down. Glad you came around. That's my motherfucking man. Yeah, don't try to clown. We was down like a submarine. Make sure that we keep our sneaks clean. And everything is gonna be all right. Don't try to bang and bruise or step on my tennis shoes. Everything is gonna be real good. Yeah, 10 toes down right here where we stood. What's going on, my dude? He said, this is not a lump sum. This is like a bump part. I hear that. That's my man. Appreciate you, my dude. Appreciate you. Now, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, let me ring the alarm for my dude. Make sure y'all hit the like button, man. When y'all come in, make sure you hit the like button. We're gonna have this good conversation tonight. We're gonna have a good conversation tonight. But like I was saying, you know, sometimes people change when they get a little bit of money. Now, I'm not talking about they start acting crazy or getting new or cutting people off, or I'm not talking about that. We're going to talk about the way that you manage your money when you have some money. You know, your spending habits. Because the way that you spend your money defines a lot about your mentality. If you are the type of person that can't hold on to money no matter what, you're almost the type of person that needs to get paid every day because you spend, like, if you see it, you got to have it. Layaway would never work for you. For somebody like you can't be laying away because you're too impatient. Well, you wonder, like, how do people like that make it through their life? Because how do you make it when you're always spending money? And I've known people who make six figures and they can't never keep no money. You may know people that way too. Like, how is it that you make a six-figure salary? You're not really living beyond your means, and you're not on drugs. So how is it that you never have any money? It's because they have too much shit. You might go to their crib and you see that they got a whole lot of stuff, expensive stuff, Gucci, Louis, keeping up with the Joneses, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, red bottom shoes. You know what I'm saying? You know, living high on the hog, always on their way to another vacation. They got vacations paid up until 2036, whatever. And that's cool. You know what I mean? I'm not going to tell you can't spend your money. It's your money. You know, you work it the way that you made it. But if you don't ever like practice any fiscal responsibility, how are you ever going to be able to keep a couple of dollars? And God forbid you should get in a car accident. Shout out to all my people out there that get paid off a case. Case money. Where my case money crew? Waiting for somebody to sue. I said, where is my case money crew? Waiting for somebody to come around and sue. Yo, what did he do to you? He hit me with his car. Yeah, so I'm about to sue. And I'm always on my way to another lawyer. Gotta make sure I get to my, what's they call it? What's it? Therapy, physical therapy. Yeah, yo, I gotta make sure they take care of me. They taking care of me and everything will be all right. And yo, he hit me with his car and out of sight. And that was gonna get bad. And I ain't mad, but I'm waiting on a case for me, my mom, and my dad. Yeah, the Case Money crew. What's going on? The Case Money crew. What y'all know about it? Some people are always looking for somebody to sue. Always on their way to a lawyer. They got like 2-3 cases going on at one time. They claiming that they had an operation. They went in they had an operation. They went to the podiatrist to get a bunion removed. And he left a whole sponge inside of him. But like, it was a simple outpatient procedure. He just removed the bunion. Yeah, but I don't know why they went in my stomach, but they left a sponge inside of my stomach, man. And it was like, I used to be wondering why I was all thirsty or whatever, because the sponge was like soaking up all of my internal like, which they call it hydration. It was sucking up all my internal hydration. Anyway, they made a big mistake. So that bunion gonna pay for itself, and it's gonna pay for a bunch of it's gonna pay for bunion removals for my great grandkids. You know what I'm saying? They almost killed me, removing a bunion. My Case Money crew was good. Omar T. All the Omars are in the house. What's good, man? And Great Matter says, I appreciate you bringing these vibes, brother. How do I not get intimidated by female energy? Well, know thyself, love thyself, really. I'm gonna tell you this. When I was younger, my brother used to make me step to females. He used to make me do it. If he saw me seeing a girl that he knew I liked, he used to be like, yo, go talk to her. And I used to be like, man, I ain't in. Nah. Go ahead and, just talk to her. And I'm thinking in my mind, you don't want to seem soft in front of your big brother. So I'm thinking in my mind, like, well, what am I going to say to her? This Sean is a dime. She pretty as shit. You just like, hey, how you doing? My name is Omar. You know what I mean? What's your name? And she gonna tell you a name, and she gonna see that you handsome and whatever. I would say keep yourself well groomed. You keep your clothes looking nice. You don't have to spend a lot of money on your gear. Just make sure that it looks right. And when it comes to your clothes, don't go by how something looks on somebody else. Wear clothes that fit you and your body. If you do yourself that favor, trust me, it will pay dividends in the long run. And other than that, just ask her what she likes to do. Ask her if she reads. Ask her if she watches movies. Chicks will be watching movies. Ask her if she has the Tubi app. Trust me, she gonna have that Tubi app. She gonna have the Tubi app. Oh yeah, I'll be watching Tubi. Tubi used to be corny, but it's nice now. That shit almost better than Netflix, for real. You know what I mean? The surface shit. You don't have to ask her about social media stuff, but you can ask her about things that you would see on social media: movies, music, videos, comedy. Maybe I would say stay away from controversial subjects like politics, religion, and all of that until you really get to know them. You know what I mean? But show her who you are. Tell her what you like to do. Tell her the way you see the world. What you think is important. Where you've gone to school. Books that you've read. The family that you come from. The neighborhood where you grew up at. I mean, there's no real trust me. I've seen really, really beautiful women get bagged by dudes that was really, really that you would never think would be able to get women like that, because a lot of handsome men are intimidated by other good looking women. Not all the time, but a lot of the time it works that way. So yeah, man, believe in yourself and love yourself. And just let look. Always remember this when it comes to any woman or any man. Remember that no matter how beautiful they are, there is some man in their dating repertoire that don't want to have nothing to do with them. Nothing. I don't care how beautiful you are. I don't care how stacked your body is. There is some man that's like, yeah, look, you can have her if you want her, because I'm through with that. Just remember, always look at the world through those lenses. She might be beautiful to you. She might be a dime to you. To somebody, she's a 5. And not because she's not good looking, but because they don't click like that. So you have to decide whether you and her click like that. Ain't no use in being upset about somebody you don't even get along with. Sometimes you might try to get along with a chick just because she pretty, just because she make your dick hard. Do not try to keep a chick just because she make your dick hard. Unless, of course, you've already hit. That's a little different. maybe it's worth. I'm just saying. Omar says this guy in his drums. He says, "Son, can you add me on Fortnite? I don't play Fortnite, so no. Call of Duty. I can add you on that." Says, "Oh, dude, you always gotta watch out when you got. Oh, dude, you always gotta watch out when you have a wife." Yeah, well, I don't have a wife, so I don't know. All right, he says, "My brother would embarrass me if I liked a girl." Why? Ace World, what's good? And Gray Matter, what's good? He said Tubi for life. And Jen Senorita Ramirez says, if you really want a girl's attention, make her laugh. You'll make a friend very quick. That's true. That's true. Chicks, but don't go too far. Be funny, but don't be that playing all the time dude. You know what I mean? All things in moderation. You don't want to go. You want to make her laugh. You don't want to piss her off. So yeah. But like I said, be yourself. Be yourself. Love yourself. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright, son. Everything gonna be alright. I promise you, everything gonna be alright. So it ain't tricking if you got it. It ain't tricking if you got it. It ain't tricking if you got it. How many of y'all believe in that saying? How many of y'all believe in that saying? Let me ask y'all this. Okay, then you know what? I got me a poll question. Okay. Let me see. Okay, yeah, I like this. Let me see if y'all can hang with this. If you get paid every other week, do you usually have 20% or more left over from your last check? In other words, are you living check to check? Like, are you on E from your last check when you get paid from the check currently? Or do you normally have some money left over, a significant portion? So let's say if you make $1,000 every other week, just an example. I ain't trying to get nobody pockets, but let's say you make $1,000. So that equals out to $500. $1,000 take home, like after taxes. So that's like 500 from one week, 500 from the other week. Do you normally have 200 or more left over from your last check? Or are you like, is it like, are you like, yo, if I don't get paid today, I can't eat. If I don't get paid today, I can't get to work. If I don't get paid today, no gas. If I don't get paid today, no ass. If I don't get paid today, I don't know what I'm going to do. Don't know what I'm going to say. I know that I got to get this dough right now. If the check ain't here, I don't know how I'm going to make it. Yo, I might get things turned off because I've been living in this damn loft for a good minute, and I know I can't afford, but I gotta do something because I'm on my own accord, and I'm trying to get better than I was before, and it ain't really working out, not for sure, and I'm trying to just make it out of here, but right now I need me a beer. So, yo, give me that check deposit, yo, give me that direct deposit, yo, don't leave me in the dark in the closet, yo, I need that deposit. So that's the poll question. So let's rock. So that's the poll question. See if y'all rocking with that. Living from check to check is a real thing. I saw this real shit. Now this was years ago, but it wasn't that many years ago. This was around 2000, 2015, 2016, and I remember I was watching Divorce Court. I was watching the show Divorce Court, right? And this dude was on Divorce Court talking about he made $13 an hour. $13 an hour. And he said that he'd be wasting money making it rain in the club. I was like, $13 an hour? You make it rain in the club? That don't even sound like you can make it drizzle. $13 an hour in a club. What club? The Mickey Mouse Club? You know, Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse, Donald. I mean, what? $13 an hour? $13. And he said, you can't even get a cloud in the club for no $13 an hour. Like, what's all ones? And he was serious. He said this on national TV. He make $13 an hour. He be making it rain in the club. I'm thinking $13 an hour. You can't even get in the club. Nigga, you ain't got enough money to get in the club, son. You ain't got enough money to get in the club, doggy. So he already had this turn up, tricking, spend it. You know what I mean? I worry about the consequences later type of mentality. And he ain't the only one who has a mentality like that. But I'm like, how did you make it rain in the club? What you was throwing up your piggy bank? What you got wrapped? You unwrapped some pennies? You unwrapped some pennies? They let you in the club with that? But they didn't wind you with the metal detector? They didn't wind you down? Like, what's that peeping? Oh, that's my money. That's your money? Yeah, man. You know, it's the club. I'm about to make it rain. Throwing pennies in the air, man. Mess around, get charged with assault. You're gonna hurt somebody. You're gonna hurt somebody. Be careful. You're gonna be careful. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Nicole Ellis, what's good? What's good, Bob? Good to see you. You already know. Great man says, Maury, you are not the father. I'm just saying. So if he was making it rain in the club for $13 an hour, that just lets you know that regardless of the level that you might be on, you might still have that turn up mentality. Spend it. Don't spend it now. Worry about it later. Some people do it when they go on vacations. Some people do it when they see other people doing it, trying to keep up with the Joneses. Did any of y'all read or listen to the Will Smith book when he was talking about when he was still Fresh Prince and he was trying to hang out with Mike Tyson and Magic Johnson and you know, he was hanging out with celebrities that had real money, and he wasn't making real money like that. He was a rapper. We talking about a rapper in the 80s. You know, all the rappers had bullshit contracts, and they business wasn't right. So him and Jazzy Jeff, even though they had platinum albums, and even though they were the first rappers to win a Grammy, they wasn't getting paid like that. They was getting paid a little bit, but he was trying to ball with the big boys, and it wasn't working. So he was broke. He needed to make a record in order to eat. That's how bad it was for him and Jazzy Jeff. He didn't even know Jazzy Jeff was blowing all his money too. But yeah, you can get caught up. You hanging around with people that's making real money. You riding around in a Chevy IROC. What is that? Remember the IROC back in the 80s, early 90s? IROC. It was a Camaro, IROC Camaro. They riding around in Benzes, dog. 500s. They riding around in 460. You know what did Bobby Brown says? I drive a 460 SEC or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like you wasn't selling records like Bobby Brown, and you wasn't a solo. You wasn't a solo artist. Anyway, yeah, you can get caught up spending money like crazy. You know, this show is called "It Ain't Tricking If You Got It." I'm under the impression that it's only tricking if you got it. If you got it, you tricking like hell. Because you can't trick if you ain't got it. How you gonna trick if you ain't got it? How you gonna trick if you ain't got it? Yeah, use a couple of dollars, showed a couple of chains, yeah, a couple of rings, tried to rearrange, and I was coming through, do something strange for some change. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I know this is kind of the same. It's kind of crazy. I'm trying to get it in, energetic or lazy. Yo, 8 to 80, you're crippled or crazy. What the fuck am I going to do? Yeah, what up, lady? I got a couple of dollars. Do you want to holler? Would you go down on me? It sounds sick. Dimples D's, what's going on, my? How you feeling? Good to see me some you. It's good to see me some you. Nicole Ellis says he saved up his ones. How? What was the $13 an hour? Listen, man, I don't want to clown nobody. It's somebody out there that's making $13 an hour now. Now, we talking about when I saw this show, it was around 2015, 2016, some old shit like that. So I'm thinking like, yo, that ain't no money, man. At $13 an hour, you're going to have to do mad overtime in order to step off with a stack. After taxes, it's going to be hard for you to get a G. Now, they was from down south, and there are places down south where the cost of living is cheaper, so he might have been getting it in that way. Any of y'all know anything about it? I don't. I don't live in a place where $13 an hour is going to get you very far. If you have your own place, even if you live with somebody, you know you pay your rent. Listen, man, that just ain't no money. It just ain't. It's just not a lot of money. $13 an hour. You work 18 hours. I mean, you work 8 hours a day. You're not scoring 200. And this is before taxes. What's 8 times 13? 8 times 12 is what? 90, 96, right? So 8 times 12 is 96. And then, so 8 and 13, you add on, so it's it's a little over 100. It's a little over 100 a day. You ain't taking that home, though. 114 is 104. Yeah, man, that ain't a lot of money. That ain't a lot of money. So when he said he was making it rain in the club, I was like, maybe he's just saying that shit. You could at least lied and say like, I make $18 an hour. You know what I mean, that's still not sufficient to make it rain. But you can make it drizzle. You can make it cloudy in the club. You might be able to create a little fog. You know what I mean? A little fog. It ain't gonna ain't nobody gonna get wet. Ain't nobody gonna get wet. But you make it drizzle a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might put their umbrella up for you. Somebody might put their umbrella up for you. You know, the umbrella, Ella, A, made enough for umbrella, Ella, A. Hit the like button, y'all. Share the show. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show. I'm your host, Son752, aka Omar with the. I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also. Tonight on the Daily Go Getimism Show, we are talking about it ain't tricking if you got it. It ain't tricking if you got it. Where are my check to check people? Where are my gambling people? Where are my tricky? I used to work with this dude, and he was a trick. He was a trick, man. I mean sexual favors trick. And one thing I've learned about tricks, dudes who pay for sex, these prostitution. First of all, they never call it prostitution. They never refer to it as paying for sex. It's just tricking. Yeah, I'll be tricky. You know what I mean? That's trick. And they don't give a fuck. See, in order to be a trick, you got to come from a trick. So more than likely, if you have tricking ambitions, then your granddaddy was a trick. Then your daddy was a trick. All your uncles are tricks. And now you and your cousins and your brothers are all tricks. Well, he used to trick on the internet. So he's showing me all of these girls, Instagram, whatever. And he used to go and hit these. Like, are you serious, dude? He was like, yeah. You know, like, this the shit. And I can hook you up with this one. I was like, no, you can't hook me up with nothing. You know what I mean? And the boy lived with his baby mom. So I'm like, I know where he worked. I know how much he made. I don't know if he had something going on the side, but for the amount that he was tricking, I was like, well, what are your baby mom and your child? What are they living off of? Because he was like, one time he went to this one chick crib, and she had to cash app his money back because she was already in there with a dude. So he was like, "Now I don't want to do the sloppy seconds thing." I'm like, "What difference do it make? What you think? You gonna be our only customer for the day?" Anyway, he told her to hang on to the money because he was going to come, hit her at a later time. So that was like his little, like he was banking a trick. That was his trick bank. That one John. And he showed me so many chicks that he was tricking and proud. I bone my Johns. I hit my tricks. I make sure that I protect my dick. I put my thing right there on the crab table. Yeah, I'm doing this fantasy shit, the fable. And I'm telling you, I'm ready, willing, and able to do this thing. And I'm about to turn the tables. I have got to get maybe it's a sexual addiction, but I can't stop the friction that I be feeling. Sometimes I'm reeling because I'm getting high. But I gotta get by just to get by. Yo, this ain't Talib Kweli, but I gotta do this shit. Yo, look at me. I got this joint. Yeah, she's a 10, dude. And I don't care that she just fucked 10 dudes. I'm next. Yeah, call me 11. I'm hanging around my nigga. His name is 7. Son 7 ain't tricking. I ain't gonna do it. And I've been to Amsterdam before, flowing like fluid. But I'm going to have to let you keep this shit for yourself because I'm too concerned about a nigga health and a nigga wealth. I'm kind of stingy these days because I've been through the ringer and I ain't trying to play. I don't know, man. I don't know. Cheryl Halsey, what's good? What's good, my? Good to see me some you. Nicole says, you only need 25 in most clubs. To do what? To make it rain? How you gonna make it rain for $25? Even make it rain, you make it rain, you gotta, like, that storm would be over fast as fuck. Like, it's all ones. You can't make it rain with all ones. For y'all who have made it rain, I don't know if people go to clubs anymore, but for For those of y'all who have spent time in the club, if you see somebody make it rain, oh, you said no just to get a few drinks? No. I'm talking about making it rain, and I'm talking about tricking in the club. And $25 ain't gonna get you. I don't know what club. Drinks is high as shit. Shit, a beer. A beer is what, like $7, $8? At least in my city it is. That shit high as shit. So you get a mixed drink, you're looking at like $15. What, you gonna get one drink? Like, yo, shorty, what you drinking? Don't even ask about your girlfriend. No. What you drinking? Limit one drink. One drink. All you get is one drink. Because that's all I got. Shit, we got some drinks that cost $25. Easy. You get a triple shot of Henny in the club? 30 easily. 30. Nicole says you have to know how to manage your money. Exactly. But if you making it rain or you go to the clubs a lot, you don't manage your money. A lot of people's eyes are way bigger than their pockets are, than their wallets are, than their bank accounts are. I know we all got a brother, sister, or us, or cousin, or somebody, friend, you know what I mean, classmate, or somebody like that can't keep no money. Like I said, I've known people who make six digits and can't keep no money. They can't keep no money. Broke all the time. Ray Matter says he's like a mouse on a wheel trying to chase something that he ain't going to get. Something like that. Ace World says, I'm gonna be tricky, pay for play type shit. Nicole Ellis says, don't quit your day job. Great Matter says, damn, bro, you got bars. That's what's up, man. Appreciate it. Says, okay. Hong Sports, what's good? Make it rain, Washington's baby. Shit, you might be more embarrassed than you are praised. It says, depending on where. No, it's not here, beer. Beer is $3 in a club? In a club? I can see maybe around a local bar, but in a club? A beer, $3? You said you live in Kentucky, right? Yo, everybody, let's go to Kentucky. And we all go to Kentucky, man. I mean, I'm buying out the bar. I'm by the sound of things, I might be able to buy out the bar for $1,500. The entire bar, $1,500. We gonna party. Son. He said, yep. Here it's only $3. Damn. Don't come to Philly. $3 beer here. When I go to the Eagles games, the beers are like $8. That's for a can, and that's like Bud Light, Coors Light, that kind of bullshit. All right. Hong Sports says waters cost $20 in some clubs. Exactly. Water, H2O. You probably do better just asking for a cup of ice. Let that shit melt. Hong says, gotta go see ugly girls to rain ones. It's not a bad idea. I guess it's good work if you can find it. Hong says, forget the clubs, bro. Trust me, man. I ain't been inside a club. Man. 20 years easily. Easy. Too old to be in the club. I'm 54. I'm gonna be the old head in the club trying to chick these little young joints. Hey, yo, shorty, you looking for a little sugar? You looking for a little sugar? I got some sugar for you. I ain't got no sugar, man. I ain't got no sugar. I ain't got no sugar. Omar says, you don't want to know how much it is in the Bay. I know. You in one of the most expensive parts of California. California high from Sacramento to San Diego. But come on. Wait, what's farther? What's farther north? Fresno or Sacramento? Sacramento is north. Fresno more north. Which one is it? Sacramento. Okay. All right. Great Meta says, bro, you got to start teaching shit to us. Like get a marker. Like get a marker board and teach us life, love, and everything in between. We need it. Yeah, man, I'm gonna help as much as possible, son. But you know what I mean, you got to keep your money straight. Now I ain't the richest, not even close. I ain't rich at all. But I take care of what money I do have. You know what I mean? My days are just like I used to mess with this chick, right? And the chick finagled a way to get her some food stamps. Now, you know, in order to qualify for food stamps, that means you have to prove that you're not making some money somewhere. Because welfare programs are not for people that's doing okay. So you have to prove your poverty. Verify your poverty. Well, she did it. And she was getting like, I don't know, 600, 650 or something in food stamps. Now, this was a good minute ago. This was before 2010. This was a good way before 2010. So let's call it 2000, I don't know, 2006, 2007, you know, some shit like that. Well, she did what niggas do. She took the food stamps and went out and bought a bunch of seafood with it. And I was like, so she invited me over to the crib. And she was like, yeah, I got the crab legs, I got the shrimp, you know, I got the mussel, whatever you want. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. But mind you, she had 3 sons. A 1, a 2, 3. So I was like, well, what about the food for them? Oh, yeah, I already took care of that. I said, but why would you, like, I got money. You ain't have to, I mean, this is nice, but why would you spend, you getting a good amount of food. Like, why wouldn't you use that just in case they get crazy and cut you off? She said, well, you know, I mean, like, I figured I would just splurge, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, call me bougie, but somehow I couldn't put the words food stamp and splurge in the same sentence. Maybe food stamps and spend in the same sentence, but splurge and food stamps, somehow it wasn't adding up. It wasn't, the math wasn't mathing. The math wasn't mathing. But I learned something that day. I was like, she only spending it because she got it. So she like, fuck the struggle. Whenever I get me a little bit of extra money, I'm going to go blow it. And I was like, I'm thinking, like, if you get a little extra money, why wouldn't you save it for those times when you don't have extra money? You know, because that'll be the times, those be the times when your alternator go. Where when it's 100 degrees outside and your compressor and the air conditioner compressor go. The times when your refrigerator breaks down. yeah, I mean, like, but I was like, splurge. Ace World says tomorrow not promised. It ain't promised, but that shit keeps showing the fuck up. Day after day after day. You're right though. It's not promised, but it's already here. Right here on the East Coast, it's 3:04 in the morning. They didn't promise that the 19th was going to come, but boom, here it is, the 19th. And I got my money on the 20th. Who want to take a bet? I don't know. Man. If I had 3 sons and I'm responsible for all 3, ain't no splurging on shit. You know what I mean? We're going to be fiscally responsible around here. But you know, yeah, somebody said she was trying to impress me. She was impressing you. I wasn't impressed by that shit. Listen, man. I ain't grew up in no projects. I ain't never been on no welfare. And that's not a brag. It's not a brag. But I ain't grow up like that. And so we not living like that. My man. Call it with the last number.
Eagles.
Eagles, you say? Eagles, you say? What's going on, my dude?
What's going on, my man? How you been?
Man, I'm feeling like a real man should. You already know. You got the best hand, though.
I know, man. I seen you at Board Harry, man, doing your thing.
Yeah, well, you know I live nearby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what's the topic tonight? What we talking about?
It ain't tricking if you got it.
Shit, we all trick. It ain't tricking if you got it. Well, what's the meaning of that?
Well, when they say it ain't tricking if you got it, they mean like if you have enough money to buy the things that you want for whoever you want, then it ain't no big thing. It's only tricking if you gotta save for it or rearrange things for it, or if it's gonna hurt you in the long run. Now, that don't make sense to me. Because to me, the more money you got, the more tricking you can do. But that's how they framed it. It ain't tricking if you got it.
It ain't tricking if you got it. Yeah, you lost me on that one, man. I mean, shit, we all trick sometimes. You know, we got to save to get it.
Well, hold on. Let me ask you this. What's your definition of tricking? Let me make sure that we all trick sometimes, because I'm under the impression that maybe we don't all do it. So what's your definition of tricking?
You know, when Shirley buy you them the N1s and be like, yo, you know, to get these N1s, you got to come over and what you call, and it could be the ugliest chick on the block, but got you some what you call. So you know, the joint you got to creep in, get the sneaks, creep back out, nobody know. That's tricking.
So let me get this straight. You would have sex with wait a minute. I ain't gonna say you. Yeah, I'm gonna say you. You would have sex with an ugly chick for a pair of N1s?
Man, it all depends on how much them Jones cost. Sometimes, you know, the best cooch is a cooch that ain't being fucked. Oops, did I say that out loud? My bad.
Is it? Is that the best cooch?
It ain't being touched. Yo, but listen. I know you guys show. I just need your opinion because I gotta get up in a minute. Listen, what was your opinion about Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl? Halftime.
All right. So when I saw it in real time, when I saw it when the Super Bowl was on, I thought it was ass. I thought it was whack. I thought it was boring. But I have to take into consideration that I didn't give a fuck about that shit. You know what I mean? I was waiting for it would have, like, this show would have had to been so great in order to take my attention off of the fact that we was up 24-0. Real shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I didn't give a fuck about, I couldn't wait for that halftime show to be over. So I thought it was ass. And I wasn't, all that shit that, people been saying, oh, if you ain't like it, it's because you ain't get the message and all of that. All right. So I just went back and looked at it yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And I think it's just okay. Real shit.
Right.
Like, I mean, but it was a lot better than when I saw it while the Super Bowl was going on.
Right.
Because when it was going on, I said, this shit is ass. This shit is total ass. Now, everybody running around here talking about some, trying to clown somebody because you didn't like the performance. I'm not trying to hear that shit. Like, I know a good show when I see one. So when I saw it the second time, I'm like, I liked it better the second time than I did the first time. But if it was all of that, I would have liked it the first time. And
right.
and the Super Bowl or any sporting event is not the place where you go to make a political statement. You can try Colin Kaepernick, but I mean, this really ain't the place for it.
For sure.
So they talking about shit was going over people's heads. How about I just didn't like it? I mean, people have the right to like something or not like it, but let these motherfuckers tell it. See, Kendrick Lamar is the new Tupac. I don't know if people recognize that, but he's the new Tupac. So people are hanging on every word he says, and everything he does is okay with them, just like Tupac was. You know what I mean? Now, hopefully he don't go out like Tupac. He's obviously more skilled lyrically, and he not on that same shit that Tupac was on, and he's actually from the West Coast, so he's not, like Tupac was from the East Coast. I don't know how they let him get away with that. But anyway, the level of popularity that he's experiencing is Tupac-ish. You know what I mean? Tupac-ish. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I can see that. And he embarrassed the shit out of Drake, though. I ain't gonna lie, man. That was the wrong time. But you're right. At first, when I looked at him, I was like, yo, this joint is wet, because he performed all new songs that people didn't really know about. But his number one hit, where everybody went upon, that was his number one.
Right.
That's the one that got him in there. You know what I mean? So when I looked at it, I was like, and to the last song, I was like, okay. Oh shit. All right, yeah, okay, all right, you got it. But I didn't like it at first. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like you. I was like, what the fuck was this?
I thought it was ass.
The only part that made me laugh was Sam being on Uncle Sam.
Listen, I didn't even give a fuck. I'm trying to tell you, dude. When I went back and looked at it the second time, I realized I didn't look at that shit the first time. I didn't give a shit. We was up 24-0. I wanted to see what the Chiefs was going to do after halftime and see if they was going to make a game out of it. And when they went 3 and out, I was like, this shit crazy. We about to blow this. Oh shit, we about to blow them out. That's all I cared about. I ain't give a fuck. They could have had Jesus. They could have had Jesus or Muhammad performing. Be like, listen, man, hurry that shit the fuck up. Halftime is about to be over. Move it.
Yeah, because I believe it or not, that was a good ass game. We owed it to them. We gave it, because the last time when we played them, they got us in the second half. That's what you were thinking about. I know exactly, because the last time we was up like that, he came out in the third quarter and switched it around. And when they went 3 and down when they went 3 and scored on the third quarter, not this Super Bowl, but the other one, I knew it. He changed the game. So I was like, all right, this time when he came out, and I was watching the clips because I was on the road coming home, and I was watching the clips and listening to it, he ain't have an answer for it. That defense is nasty.
No,
you know what I mean? Stubborn and nasty. Oh my God, that defense is nasty.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't think that. I figured that they would make some adjustments at halftime and make it a game of it. But there's such a big difference between how the Eagles play now, their defense now versus their defense in 2023. I was like, they're not going to come back from no 24 point deficit. That's not going to happen.
I knew they was going to score though. I knew I knew Patrick Mahomes was too stubborn. I knew he was going to score. He scared me in the fourth quarter because I was like, all right, here come Kobe. But, I knew he was going to do some crazy shit.
It was 2 minutes left. Hold him. It was 2 minutes left. They had 6 points. They wasn't going to. It was 40-6. It was 40-6 with 197 left. What was he going to do?
Oh, no.
Nothing. That's what he was going to do.
Oh, no.
He wasn't going to do shit.
No.
You ain't. Yeah, 2 minutes is 2 minutes. We still get the ball back. We would have just held that shit. And then you ain't got no timeouts, motherfucker. I'm just sit on this ball. And you know what? Honestly, I think that was the only fixed part of the game because they let him score. They let him score that last touchdown like it wasn't nothing.
Thank you. Thank you.
But
thank you.
Wait a minute. But even more than that, instead of Kenny Pickett, why did Kenny Pickett throw the ball? Why didn't they just kneel?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't they just kneel and waste more clock?
Okay.
Man, no, it's because of them gamblers. Yeah, they said, look, all right, y'all won this, John, but make sure that people make sure that some people get their money.
Right. Let me ask you something on the real. Do you think that the not the NFL, the whole sports is 6?
No.
No?
I think wherever there's money, there's always some manipulation. But to straight up say that it's fixed, I can't do that. Because this is not wrestling. Okay. This is not pro wrestling where everything is determined at the beginning. Now, do I think that there's some influence? Do I think that the NFL really wanted the Chiefs to win? Yes, I do.
Right.
But I think the Eagles recognized that and they said, no, look, somebody's going to get their heart broke tonight. They're going to get their heart broke tonight. Underdogs. Yeah, because the NFL don't seem to have a problem with only having one winner every year. They don't seem to have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? But this ain't the NBA where cats be three-peating and all that old crazy shit. We ain't doing that. We don't need no Michael Jordans in the NFL. We don't need that. We don't need nothing like that ever again. No three-peat twice.
For sure. Now, here's the other rumor, and just get your opinion, and I'm about to get off your show. But listen, do you think Showtime is gonna go to Dallas?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. But with them trades in the NBA, anything can happen. But I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah. I mean, because you only had two choices. Belichick went to college, John, and Sanders. That's the only one he had left. And that's the only way they determine around. But you know what, though? Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I can put up with the Mavericks, but I can't. I can't put up with the Cowboys. But I'd rather just nothing in that city ever win anything.
Hey, did you ever hear Stephen A. say this? If the nuclear bomb would drop on the world right now, there'd be 3 things that would survive. You know what they are?
What?
Roaches, rats, and the dead Cowboys fans. They everywhere.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers.
He kind of right.
Them motherfuckers is everywhere.
That shit is mad ridiculous, yo.
Yeah, even though that we won, like if you ever go and look at the stats, even though that we won the Super Bowl, they what's the word I'm looking for when you buy they merchandise is still number 1.
Yeah, and it's always going because you got old ass Cowboy fans and they made new Cowboys fans. Like any Cowboys fans under 30 years old never saw them win. They never saw them when they were good. So, like them 5 Super Bowls, you ain't seen none of that shit.
But wasn't that last century? I mean, that was in 19s, right? We in the 2000s now, right?
It was the 1995 season, and they played the Super Bowl in 1996 in January.
Right, that's when Michael Irvin was. Let me not say on. That's when before drug tests came out. You know what I mean? Really.
Oh yeah, he used to be coked up like crazy. He used to be coked up like he was. Yeah, yeah, he was definitely.
But listen, in my job, this Thanksgiving, I met the greatest linebacker of all time for the New York Giants. You know what that was?
Linebacker?
The greatest linebacker of all time for the New York Giants.
You don't mean defensive end. You're not talking about.
No, he's a linebacker. He should. Wait, is he a linebacker? Yeah, he's a linebacker.
The greatest ever, right?
Yeah, ain't you?
Hall of Fame.
Wait, hold on. You got no. He's a linebacker. Greatest linebacker of all time for the New York Giants. Lawrence Taylor.
He wasn't a linebacker. He was a defensive end.
You sure?
Yeah.
How I thought he was a linebacker. But anyway, I met him.
Yeah.
I didn't get his autograph.
Speaking of cocaine,
with him.
He was all about the booger sugar, baby. That booger sugar.
That motherfucker said, I wish I had that money now. He was like, but boy, I'll be getting flagged just because I stepped on the field. Boy, I'll be hitting a lot of these motherfuckers. They soft.
He said before the games, he used to go to the team he was playing and make them party with him so they would be all fucked up the next day when they played.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and them dumbasses did it? He's like, yeah, we was all football players, so we was hang out and then bang out. But yeah, so they whole goal was to get them all drunk and high and all of that kind of stuff so they wouldn't be on point the next day. Listen,
what was that movie? What was that movie with Jamie Foxx? I can't remember the name of it.
Now I can't remember the name of it. With Al Pacino, right?
Yeah, as the coach. Yo, he said in that movie when they was partying, that was a real party.
It don't surprise me. Oh, he was a straight cokehead. He had to retire because they had to stop. They had to stop testing him. He couldn't pass.
Hey, listen, I'm just saying. But you know, I respect him for his game or the things that he did, though. But man, you know, that was crazy, though. But like I said, man, you know, just I wanted to give you a shout out, man. I always got to give him a hand, come and show you a little bit of love.
Appreciate you, dude.
Oh, for sure, dog. You know, you my man, right here, man. Left and right. So, man, you stay best, stay up there, man. And bundle up, stay warm.
All right, holla back.
All right, man. Later.
Peace. That's my dude. My brother Keith grew up right around the corner from me. That's what's up. Revo the Pro says, what are you drinking? Well, this is a smoothie. I call it Colon Ream. Let's see. None but vegetables in here, no fruit. So it's like, what I have collard greens in there. I got turnips in there. I have radish in there. I have tomato. I have red onion. I have cucumber. A portobello mushroom. And what else? Oh, a beet. Beets. I have a whole beet in here. That's why it's red. And I also have turmeric, chlorella, echinacea, and chlorella. I think that's it. Echinacea, chlorella, and echinacea in there. Those are the herbs that I have in there. So this stuff will send you to the bathroom. It's going to clean. I call it colon ream because it take your colon and ream that shit out. You know what I'm saying? You know, your intestines going to be cleaner than a motherfucker. But the only thing is, beets are so red, they turn everything red. So your bowels are going to look like you've been bleeding out of your ass. Do not panic. Do not panic. Once you pass all of the beets, it will go back to its normal color. But yeah, you're going to think like, oh my God, I got cancer. You're okay. It's them beets. They're very overpowering. All right. So, you know, and Revo says, why do you keep ignoring I'm not. They only letting it ring one time. I don't know, man. You know, when you have a platform where people can call in, you know, you're going to get people who troll, people who play around, people who just want to, you know, like sort of rattle your cage or whatever. Yeah, that's all it is. They was only letting the phone ring one time. But tell you what, because I'm a smart ass my damn self. Oh, that's somebody who has called in before. So why did you think that you were what? Now I can call the person back that's been trying to call just to be a dickhead. I don't really want to do that. But what the hell? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Let's do it. Now all of a sudden, no answer, right? You gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 5103654.
Whoa. I ain't gonna put him on blast like that. I ain't gonna do that. It went a little far. My bad. My bad. But since they playing around, I can play around with them. All right. Okay. Anyway. It ain't tricking if you got it. It ain't tricking if you got it. Well, it still might be tricking. It's still sick when you think that you're going to make it. Okay. All right. Let's go. Why my shit ain't at max volume? What do you mean? What do you mean, sir? I don't know what you mean. Let me see. Let me see what you might be talking about. I don't know. Let me make sure that it's not your device. Is anybody else having a problem with the audio? Is anybody having a problem with the audio? Let me know. Okay, everybody else seems to be okay. So maybe it's your device. Oh, you said, nah, I can hear you. Okay. All right. So
you have a call from.
See, they just playing around. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Y'all won't hear them call no more. That go bye-bye. All right, so let's see the results of the poll question. So out of 12 votes, if you get paid every other week, do you usually have 20% or more left from your last check? In other words, do you have money left over from your last pay when you get paid? Now it's 50-50. Some people are living straight check to check. So some people, 50% said yes, 50% said no. And out of 12 votes, so that means 6 said yes, they have money left over. And 6 said, nah, man, times is hard out here. Sorry, y'all. Hey, I ain't got no money left, like I be needing to cash that shit with the quickness. When that direct deposit hit, I'll be like, thank the Lord. Thank the Lord for this direct deposit. And it's funny because with some people financial situation being so fucked up, you would think that the worse your financial situation gets, the more that you would try to take care of your money, the more that you would try to manage better, the more that you would try to handle your business more diligently. But evidently, that's not the way it works for some people. There are a lot of people who think that if they make more money, then they'll be able to save some money. Now, if the only way that you can save some money is if you make a lot of money, then you're never going to save any money. No matter how much money you ever get, you're going to find a way to spend it all. Because saving money is a practice. It's a practice. And it's a practice that you have to get good at over a certain amount of time. You have to get to the point where you're not just always saving up for something. See, that's the mentality of a lot of people. They think that saving only means that you're saving up to buy something. But that's not what savings is. Savings is your safety net. It's the way you discipline yourself financially to make sure that you always have some left over. Even animals know that they have to save. Squirrels are around all year now. But back in the day, it seemed like the squirrels knew to put some nuts away. No diddy. Put some nuts away for the times when there weren't as many people out and they weren't willing to feed them. So they had to make it on their own. After all, they are wild animals. Emmanuel, you trying to call me? Nah, you keep hanging up. But I'm not going to answer your call now. I'm just going to tell you straight up and down. There's nothing you can do to make me answer your call now. It's a wrap for you. It's a wrap for you, my dude. I mean, I put you on timeout for your other account, and then you came in with this account. So you really wanted to be here. So I don't know what your angle is, but I mean, it don't matter. It don't matter. I'm a good sport. I've dealt with worse. But yeah, so learning how to save is a practice. And you don't have to save a lot of money in order to save some money. It all adds up. So even if you only save, let's say, $50 from each check, more than likely, no matter how much money you make, $50 is not going to hurt you to put away. But if you put away $50 or more, it's going to add up. If you get paid every other week, so you save $50 per check, and that's $100 a month. At the end of the year, you have $1,200. It's not a whole lot of money, but that may be enough money for you to buy some decent presents for some loved ones if you celebrate Christmas or something like that. It's a good way to not have to waste your or let's say spend money from your paycheck, hoping that your job gives you a Christmas bonus. A lot of jobs used to give Christmas bonuses and stuff like that. I know that a lot of businesses are moving farther and farther away from that. So you could give yourself your own Christmas bonus. $50 per check. If you smoke cigarettes or you smoke weed or you are a drinker, you are not going to miss no $50. You're not even going to remember it. But in order to really save some money, you got to get to the point where you will put money away and you will not touch it no matter what. You got to get to the point where you feel bad if you touch the money. You got to get to the point where you make yourself forget that you even have the money, except when you are putting more money in. But like, you have to determine for yourself that withdrawing any of this money is not an option. You can't. No. This is more than rainy day money. This is for emergencies only. You know, but you gotta get more disciplined at it. And it's not that hard to do. We make a lot of things hard for ourselves. We do. We make a lot of things hard for ourselves that probably aren't as hard as we make them seem. But still we rise, and everything is going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right. Hold your head up. So it ain't tricking if you got it. Let me ask y'all this question. When it comes to blowing money, splurging, blowing cash, wasting your money, who is worse with money? Men or women? What do y'all think? Who is worse when it comes to spending money, wasting money, blowing money? Men or women? Put your answer in the comments, please. Let me see. Revo says women because they like makeup and all that shit. So I'm thinking, like, when you go out to splurge a bunch of money, blow a bunch of money, it's normally going to be in an area where it appeals to you in some kind of way, satisfies you some kind of way. That's what I'm thinking. Now, if I'm wrong about that, let me know. If I'm wrong about that, let me know. But I'm thinking that if I'm going to, like, I could see going to a casino and getting carried away. It's easy to do. You lose a few hands of blackjack, or bet too many numbers on the crap table or whatever, and next thing you know, here you are broke. So I can see your money getting wasted that way. Gambling is an easy way to waste a bunch of money. That's an easy way to put yourself on E. No, Dimples, it can't be both. The question was, who blows the most money? Men or women? It can't be both, because one has to be more than the other. Now, there is no right or wrong answer. This is an opinion. I've seen areas where men, waste a lot of money, and I've seen areas where women waste a lot of money. For example, all right, Dimple says men. Okay. Let me ask y'all this. Let me give y'all, let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. Which one do you think is more likely to spend more money on a car? Men or women? Let's break it down that way. Who do y'all think is more likely to spend more money on a car that they want? A brand new car note, whatever, outright, whatever. Who would spend more money on a car straight out of the showroom, straight out of the dealership? Men or women? Dimple says men. Manifest Reality says men. So women don't spend a lot of money on a car? You might be right. Cheryl Halsey says men too. Okay. All right, let's try this one. Who is more likely to spend more money on a house? Whether you're talking about down payment or if you're talking about buying a house outright. Who is more likely to spend more money on a house? Dimple says men. Interesting. Men? Men would spend more money on buying a house? Yeah? Simon says, rest in peace, Irv Gotti. Damn, man, that was a couple of weeks ago. But yes, rest in peace, Irv Gotti. Cheryl says, women. Women are more likely to spend more money buying a house. What you think, Simon says? What you think, Revo? Revo says, well, to me, it's like a young boy. You don't understand the grasp of money. So you just buy shit that you ain't gonna need. As you get older, you start to gamble and drink. I do see younger women. All right. Wait a minute. Nah, it can't be both. It can't be both. We got to make decisions here. All right, Revo says, being more financially responsible, but as you get older, you like makeup and all of that other shit. No, we talking about a house. Who would spend more money on a house between men and women? On a house, who would spend more money on a house, men or women? Yeah, it can't be both. How you gonna have more if it's both? We know that both of them spend money, but who is likely to spend more money? Let's do it a little different. Okay, Revo says on a house, probably a man. Okay. Jen says the man will he's paying for it. Not all the time. Not all the time. And even if the man is paying for the house, let's say in a spousal situation, I'm sure that the wife has something to say about the house that they're moving into. So she might be willing to or maybe want him to spend more money on a house that she wants than he might be willing to spend or wanting to spend. Who would I say when it comes to a house? So you know what it is? Like when you hear about celebrities and stuff like that, they normally showcase the men when it comes to the house. I don't think I've seen too many women showcased on like cribs and stuff like that. So I'm going to go with men for the house. I'm going to have to go with men for the car too. Definitely the car. Dudes are going to pay for that ride. They're going to pay to get the ride that they want. I've known some women who would spend top dollars for a ride too, or spend beyond their means, but men do it a lot. All right, let's do it a little different. Instead of a house, let's say an apartment. Who's more likely to spend money on an expensive rent apartment? Who do you think would pay more for rent in an apartment, men or women? Now, I'm definitely going for women with that. I'm definitely going with women on that one. Dimple says women. Revo says women. Manifest Reality says men. Interesting. Revo says P. Diddy's mansion was hella cool. Okay. Manifest Reality says one should be careful. All right. Okay. This is interesting now. This is interesting. All right, let's do this one. Who do you think is more likely to spend more money on food? men or women? Who is more likely to spend more money on food? Men or women? Who spends more money on food? Men or women? Dimple says women. Jen says women. I don't think there's no doubt that that's women. I don't think, and that's whether the man is paying for the meal or not. And that's whether you're talking about going to the grocery store or not. Manifest Reality says, I think the best way to answer this is by how one is raised. True. But without knowing that, just from your observation, who spends more money on food? I've seen women blow the budget out of the water on food. And that's whether they're going out to eat. That's whether you're talking about going to the grocery store. Doesn't matter. Women believe in spending money on food. I swear I don't understand. But then again, maybe I do and just don't like it. So I don't want to understand. You said with inflation, though, men. Nah, I'm going with women on that one. All right. Okay. Who is more likely to spend more money on a cell phone? Men or women? Who's going to spend more money on a cell phone? Men or women? Manifest Reality says, I shop at two different places. I shop at the butcher, farmer's market, and this way is same for my sons. Cool. All right. Dimple says men. Men spend more money for a cell phone. Cheryl says men. Revo says women. I'm going to go with women. And I'm going to tell you why I go with women. I'm going to say women spend more money on a cell phone because women will try to get the new iPhone every year. They will try to get that new upgrade. They will try to get an upgrade on their account every year so they can get the new iPhone, new Samsung, whatever. And now that's very expensive. So I'm going to have to go with women on that one. Revo says, damn, I just go to 7-Eleven. Manifest Reality says, I've heard some ridiculous things on both when it comes to phones. We got to make decisions, though, ma. We got to make decisions. Men or women? Men or women? Jen says, my mom spends way more money than my dad. That's for sure. Okay. Manifest Reality says, people standing in lines. Revo says, yeah, you feel me, son? I do. Manifest Reality says, I'd rather be laughed at. Revo says, my mom be getting the new iPhone every year. Every year. And you know the new iPhone don't do nothing but upgrade the camera. That's it. They don't be having features like Android, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. All right. Let me see. How about this? Who spends more money on recreation? Men or women? I'm liking the way this is going. This is good. Men or women? Who spends more money on recreation? Whether you're talking about going out, whether you're talking about an amusement park, whether you're talking about going on a vacation. Who spends more money? Men or women? women. What up, hey Mickey? And she says, I upgrade my iPhone every other year. Every other year. That's not too bad. Revo says women love to go out. Cheryl Halsey says women. Now I'm just talking about on recreation. Whether it's taking the kids to an amusement park or Chuck E. Cheese or Dave and Buster's or whatever. Who spends more money on recreation? Men or women? Now, the strip club is a form of recreation. So is paintball. So is drag racing. So is wrestling, sports. Recreation. Men might spend more money. I might have to go with men on this. I might have to go with men. I might have to go with men on this one. Jen says, I buy my dad his man stuff as gifts all the time, so he's up to date. Okay. Hey, Mickey says, men, if it's in Vegas or somewhere to gamble. Yeah, I'm going with men on this one. Yeah. Definitely women when it comes to paying rent. I think men are quicker to buy a house. Most men that I know don't want to keep paying rent. Some do, but most of them, they want to get their own crib. Manifest Reality says, I like to go out and play. It's many places to have fun. And around that, most don't take adventure expensive. Most don't take adventure inexpensive. However, my family travels 5 times a year out of state. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. This is a little harder. I want y'all to put y'all thinking cap on this one. Don't be all biased. Who spends more money on the kids? Men or women? Men or women? Who spends more money on the kids? I said men or women? Men or women? Who spends more money on the kids? I said men or women? Men or women? Who spends more money on the kids? I said men or women? Men or... Okay, Dimple says women. Hey, Mickey says women. Cheryl Halsey says women. Revo says my fam chooses between Eagles season pass or Miami. Okay. Season pass? You mean season ticket? All right. Manifest Reality says women will invest time and money in their kids, I guess. Y'all might be right. With all the single moms out there, you're probably right. You're probably right. They probably do spend more money on the kids than men do. Manifest Reality says, I have to think ahead months. Okay. Evil says women. I don't know. I don't know what that says. All right. All right. Who spends more money on clothes, men or women? Who spends more money on clothes? Shoes included, men or women? Men or women? Who spends more money on clothes? Hey, Mickey says definitely women. Liam McNeil says oh God, I keep forgetting. Big girthy women spend the most on clothes. Nah, I mean on clothes. I think women spend more money in the long run, but I'm not so sure that men don't spend more money. First of all, men's clothes cost more than women's clothes. You look at the shoes. Men's shoes cost more than women's shoes cost. There are way more women's styles. And if, like, a man might buy a pair of Crocs, Gators, ostriches, whatever. So those things add up and they cost. Plus, a man's suit, like a woman can buy a nice dress. It's not going to cost as much as a man's suit costs. Men have to spend when it comes to a good suit. I mean, you can get a suit off the rack, but if you want a good suit, tailored, no. So Manifest Reality says that's why I say both. Yes, men's shoes are costly. Yeah, men's shoes cost more than women overall. But there can only be one answer. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? What do you want to be? What do you want to be? What do you want to be? Well. And Manifest Reality says, I purchased some shoes for my sons. I was hurt for letting them know ahead because they were expecting them. And that's the thing. So when we talk about clothes, men will spend all of this money on some goddamn Jordans. Oh, the new J's come out tonight. The new midnight green J's come out tonight. I'm a sneakerhead. I just paid $1,500 for these J's. But that's all right, because I'm about to sell these Kobe's for $2,500. So I don't know. Men spend some money on some clothes. They do. For the men who dress nice, or yeah, you're going to spend. Video games, I'm not even going to ask who spends more money on that, men or women. That's easily men. I'm not fucking with that. Nah, I ain't. So, food, recreation, kids, clothes. Okay. I was about to ask who spends more money pampering themselves. I think we know the answer to that. I don't even think men are allowed to say pampering themselves, you know? All right. Who's more likely to spend? All right, who's more likely to spend money on furniture? Who's going to spend more money on furniture, men or women? All right, women. It's women. It's women. It's women. Yeah. I think that's definitely women. So the general consensus is that men pay more for cars and possibly for homes. Possibly, right? Women pay more money for rent, though. All right. I say I want to ask about, beautifying and all that kind of shit. We do know women will spend a lot of money on cosmetics and stuff like that, hair, weave, and all that. So, they're okay. I got a good one. Who's more likely to save money, to put money away for a rainy day, for something that they want later on? Who's better at saving money? Men or women? Men or women? Who's better at putting money away? Men or women? Jeffrey Gong Dong? What's up? Hey, Mickey says, I don't have to make a choice. Chris, I have the house and the shoes. I'm just saying. All right, that's what's up. Oh, Crispy Bacon, I didn't see him. He says, you can either have a house paid off or some shoes. It should be an easy choice. For many, it's not. But okay. Okay. Crispy Bacon says, I have 3 houses and an okay pair of shoes. That's what's up. Okay. Furniture. I believe that women probably spend more in that regard. Probably. Okay. Did food. All right. At a restaurant, who is more likely to leave a bigger tip? Who leaves a bigger tip at a restaurant? Men or women? Who leaves a bigger tip at a restaurant? Men or women? Damn, Dimple says men. Manifest Reality says men. Revo says men. Jen says men. Chris says, my wife's always playing dumb shit for the always playing dumb shit for the houses. Okay. Cheryl Halsey says men. To be honest with you, I think the answer is women. I do. I've seen men get stingy with tipping. But most women I know insist that you tip. So from my experience, I'm going to go with women on that. I've known women to stop messing around with men if they didn't tip. Oh, Jen, you said women? Okay. Okay. And Jen says, I always tip. Okay. All right. We're going to do one more, and then we're going to do these birthday shout-outs, and then we're going to get on up out of here. Let me see. Let me get something good. I got a good one. Who is more likely to donate money to donate money to a charity or donate more money to a charity? Men or women? Who is more likely to donate to a charity, men or women? Or who's more money? I mean, who's more likely to donate more money to a charity, men or women? Cheryl Halsey says women. Okay. Most people are saying women. You saying men don't donate to charity? This is blasphemous. Blasphemy. Blasphemy. Revo says women get scammed. You might be right about that. I don't know. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Let's see those likes. We already know that the number that they saying of live people, I know that's fake. Unless y'all just all dipped off, I'm not going by that. Let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious February 18th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box. All right. Wait a minute. Let me get this thing right. Let me get it. All right. Sonia Coleman Jennings. Happy birthday to you. And Sean Ingram. Happy birthday to Selena Tamika Sanders. Happy birthday. And also Selena Sage Cavini. And also Alicia James. And Padra Ann. Destiny Scruggs. And last but not least, my cousin Edie Vines. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious February 18th, last day of Aquarius. Aquarius, you had a good run. Now you're done. So it's time for Pisces to have a little fun. Anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally, all of y'all go ahead and turn up. Turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out. Rock on and do the damn, to rock out. Rock on and do the damn, rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings and queens. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. Anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember. I said, go hard, go for yours, and remember, when the money is burning through your pants and your pockets just don't understand. And I ain't even going to talk about your bank account. All I know is that you spend a hell of a large amount. And you don't have no money left. This is a secret that can't be kept. We got a problem out here in Houston. I don't know, is he doing for you, son? I don't know. I know this. You got to stop spending money like this because I'm going to get pissed because you never got nothing. You begging to borrow and looking sorrowful. But tomorrow will keep coming and you going to still be bumming. We got to do a little better than we was before. I know that I'm going to help you out and do for sure. And we're going to even the score. But I'm still trying to win and begin. Run it back, rewind and spin. And then everything is going to be all right. And everything is going to be all right. Hold your head up. Everything is going to be all right. And everything is going to be all right. Yo, do this. Everything will be all right. And everything is going to be all right. Yo, be careful. Everything is be all right. Save your money, man. Save your money, yo. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. I love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night with another Daily Go Get 'Emism show. So make sure that you come on through. That's the thing I wish for you. I'll be here tomorrow, and I hope you do. Hit the like button. Peace one. One love, baby. And we done. Thank y'all for coming out, man. Appreciate y'all. You already know. Peace, y'all. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Thanks for coming out, man.